Good evening, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, welcome back to Science Nightly, the only show where we tell you what's really going on with science. Of course, I'm your host, Chuck Farewell, and tonight we've got a very special report for you about sea turtles. Wow, all right. Hey, Dudley, we got Dudley Inkenbacher out there in the scene. Dudley, can you tell us what's going on? Well, Chuck, I'm out here in the Great Barrier Reef, and something terrible is happening. Well, they look just fine to me. They aren't. A team of researchers in 2018 discovered something alarming. Great Barrier Reef turtle populations are becoming more and more female. Lack of males will hinder their ability to reproduce. Slow it down, Duds. So what does it say? Whoa, slow it down, Duds. Why are more females being born in these populations? I want to know. The issue has to do with global warming and turtle eggs. See, all species of sea turtle exhibit temperature-dependent sex determination. That means the temperature at which the eggs are incubated will determine the sex of the hatchlings. Let's draw a fun little diagram to talk about it.
So, the pivotal point, let's draw a line there. The pivotal point for these eggs is 29.3 degrees Celsius, right? And anything above that will be female, and anything below that will be male. And if it gets too high, this is the death zone. This is where all the eggs die if they get too hot.
Oh, I remember when we talked about this in class. I'm using one of the sample prompts. What did the researchers find? Researchers found a moderate female sex bias in the great green turtle populations from the cooler southern Great Barrier Reef of about 65 to 69% among 3 generations of turtles. I want you to guess the sex ratio of the great northern ones, because it's like warmer up there. Me. You want me to guess? I don't know. I want you to guess. Please, I want you to guess. Okay, all right. Let's say like 80. Like 80. If I was being crazy, maybe like 90, right? It's like 99. It's like 99. Like I'm looking at the statistics. 99.1% juveniles. 99.8 in like sub-adults. 96.8 in adults. Isn't that crazy? Check this graph out. The blue is the southern Great Barrier Reef turtles, and then the red is the northern Great Barrier Reef turtles. Look how little of the red. We're not seeing enough red. Wow. That's pretty bad. Yeah. The study notes that people began to realize something was afoot when early signs of population decline were identified in the mid-1990s, when hatchling production on Rain Island in the north was near zero. Are you eating right now? I find that really disrespectful. No, I'm listening. I'm still listening. You can keep going. Okay. Anyway, the researchers determined that the northern green turtle nests in Rain Island and Moulter Cay were consistently incubated above the pivotal temperature of 29.3 degrees Celsius in the early 1990s. I mean, wow, how did these guys even figure that stuff out? What, the researchers? They went to the most popular turtle foraging spots, and what they're calling the first time ever, linked individuals of known sex sampled within a foraging ground to their natal rookeries using genetic analysis and determined sex ratios produced at regional rookeries. Here's a clip of Jensen explaining their methodology. Because sea turtles lack external sex-based traits until they reach sexual maturity, we use laparoscopic examination of the gonads and hormone analysis for sex identification of immature turtles, providing a unique opportunity to combine sex identification and genetic assignment data from the same population. I'm a scientist. Right? Is that funny? I'm a scientist. Well, sounds like a bunch of perverts to me. Looking at gonads. Right. All right. Anyways, can I get like a statement about like why this study matters and like real world implications and like maybe like a closing summary? Well, it means that Global warming is causing the sand of these turtles' rookeries to be too warm, skewing the sex ratios of their populations. With their sex ratios skewed, females of the species will have a pretty difficult time finding males to mate with, especially in the northern Great Barrier Reef females. The researchers conclude by expressing the need for immediate management strategies aimed at lowering incubation temperatures at key rookeries. I don't know whether that's putting ice cubes in sand or not, but we'll see. Anyways, the goal is to reskew the sex ratios back to acceptable levels. Well, I think that's just great, Dudley. That's all the time we have for tonight, folks. Hey, I'm your host, Chuck Farewell. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Please subscribe to the channel, right? All right. Hey, good night. As we always say, folks, have a good night. Have sweet dreams. I really hope it didn't break. There's like a dent in it. All right, that's fine.